Couple questions. Be honest. Did you work on digital product yesterday? No? Okay. Did you post the content you said you were going to post? No? Okay. Are you going live? No? Okay. Are you procrastinating? Probably, yeah. Okay, listen to me. How can you get to the next level? How can you reach your goals that you have? How can you become the woman that you want to be if you keep going off of the mood and not the plan? You keep talking about all these things you want to do. How are you going to get this done, this done, this done? But when it's finally time to get stuff done, we got crickets. You don't know what I'm talking about no more. You got excuses for years. Why? What are we doing? What are we doing? I, I don't understand how you can say you want this, but your actions say something completely different. And then you're so confused as to why things aren't progressing for you. They're not progressing for you because you refuse to progress. You refuse to do something different than what you've been used to doing for a very long time. 9 times out of 10, you're used to making excuses. 9 times out of 10, if you don't feel like doing something, you just don't do it. 9 times out of 10, if you want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix and chill with Bae, that's what you're going to do. 9 times out of 10, when it's time to go to bed, you're up in bed scrolling and laughing at funny videos on TikTok and Instagram. 9 times out of 10, when the weekend hits, you'd rather be outside than in the house working on your business. But then you want to say, oh, I want to be my own boss. I want to be a CEO. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of the rat race. I want to get out of this job. I want to make more money. I want to do this, want to do that. But every time it's time to take a step towards that, you don't do anything. What are we doing? What are we doing? And real quick, before we break all of this down, let me remind you that my 12-week content creation and digital products mentorship is open for enrollment. And it comes with a one-on-one Zoom call. We got to get strategies. We got to start implementing. We have to set up a plan. So click the link down below in my description and tap in. Now, I can keep talking to you about what you're not doing, but honestly, it's not going to go anywhere. Because until you decide that you're truly sick and tired of being sick and tired, nothing for you is going to change. Like, everyone hits that point differently in life. And people don't change until they're forced to change, right? And I can say that for my own life. Until I started losing a whole bunch of friends, until I felt like I was depressed, I was walking into this new journey of entrepreneurship. I didn't have anyone who could relate to what I was going through. It wasn't until those things started happening to me, or for me, I should say, that I finally decided to start changing. I finally decided to go to counseling. I finally decided to get a grip on my mental health. I finally decided to be a totally different person. And it took years. Okay? The woman that you guys see today is not who I was 5 years ago when this journey first started. Not at all. I was full of excuses too. I used to tell myself all the time, I can't do this, I can't do that. I used to live in so much self-doubt, it was ridiculous. Okay? I second-guessed every single thing that I did. I had a very toxic pattern of convincing myself that it's not going to work for me. I'm not meant for this. It's very toxic. Even though every single day I was showing myself I can do this because I'm becoming a content creator, still in my head, I was telling myself I can't. But you have to get to the point in your journey where you decide, you know what? I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I am tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of living this life. I have to do something different. Because until that moment comes, you're not going to get very far. You might start off good for a couple of days, and then over time or next week, you will be right back into your old ways. Right back. And so how do you change? How do you start to progress? How do you start to take one step and another step and another step in the direction that you want to be in? Number one, when you tell yourself you're going to do it, I don't care how uncomfortable it may seem, you have to do it. So let's say you say to yourself, okay, this weekend I'm off from work. I am going to film content. And when the weekend comes around, you have to do that. You can't be like, oh, it's raining outside and this is the day to lay in bed and bundle up under the covers and watch that new Netflix movie that everyone's been talking about. No, because you already told yourself this is what you were going to do. So you have to do it. If you tell yourself, when I get off work, I am going to work on my digital product, then that's what you need to do. You cannot come with the excuse of you just got home and work was so long and draining and you're just extra tired, so now you're going to go to bed. No, because the more you keep doing that, the more you are telling yourself it's okay to break the promises that you make to yourself. And it's not. It's unacceptable. You would have a whole hissy fit if someone broke the promises that they made to you. If your boyfriend told you he was going to take you out on this day and then the day comes around and he cancels, you would be pissed off. You would curse him out, call him all types of names, hang up, probably put him on block for a couple of days. That's what you would do. But when you don't keep the promises that you make to yourself, it's okay. Oh, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. No, I'm here to tell you right now, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's unacceptable as hell. It's unacceptable as hell. And until you change that, I promise you, nothing for you will change. Nothing for you will change. And month after month will go by, and you will be in the same exact spot you have been in. Is that the life you want to keep living? Is that the route you want to take? Because you are in full control of your life. You may not be able to control the things around you, but you can always control you. And in order to control you, you have to keep the promises that you make to yourself. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care what you don't feel like doing. I don't care what you would rather be doing. If you say you're going to do something, then you need to do it. You need to stick to it, no matter what. Now, are you going to do it? A lot of you guys are going to get off of this video. You're going to comment down below and say, yes, I'm going to do it. I needed this video, whoop-de-whoop. And again, next week's going to roll right on by, and you are going to be back into your old ways. Excuses, procrastinating, hesitating, all of the things. Why do you continue to do that to yourself? You don't have to. One of the biggest lessons I learned on my entrepreneurial journey is the importance of community. The importance of community, especially when you're not around people like I wasn't. You're not around people who are doing what you're doing. You don't have anyone to talk to who's been where you've been. You don't have anyone's opinion that you can really trust because nobody around you is trying to accomplish the things you're trying to accomplish. You can't ask your friends about their opinions about your content and how do you create a content schedule. They don't make content. They're not trying to. You can't ask your family to look at your digital product and does it have everything that you need. They don't have a digital product. They don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You can't ask your boyfriend to give you content ideas. He doesn't know. He just needs you to be quiet so he can finish watching the game, right? Until you surround yourself with people who know how it feels, who knows the struggles, who knows how to keep pushing, it's very, very, very hard to stay on track, which is why I created my 12-week mentorship program in the first place. One of the best investments I ever made on myself was hiring my mentor. I've been with her for years, and it was the best investment I ever made because whenever I have questions, whenever I need help, whenever I need feedback, I can always ask her. She's been where I've been, and she's where I want to be. And that is very, very, very important. Think of it as birds of a feather flock together. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You are a reflection of the 5 people you spend the most time around. For me, that wasn't a good thing. I'm just keeping it real. It's not a good thing. That was not a good thing. So I had to figure out how to get into a new circle. And if you don't know people, which most of us don't, most people are not entrepreneurs. Most people are not top 5% earners. So it's very, very, very rare. So that's going to require you to get into those circles through mentorship, through community. And that's what my 12-week mentorship is all about. On top of that, I help you come up with content strategies, help you create your digital product, and teach you how to sell it. One of the biggest things I stress to my students and on this channel is you do not need a large audience in order to make a lot of money. You just need the right audience. And let me help you do that. So go ahead and enroll in my 12-week content creation and digital products mentorship program. The link is down below in the description. And I will be reaching out to you so we can set up your one-on-one Zoom call, go over strategies, a plan, and then you will be in the live coaching calls every single week. Okay? So lock in. You can do this. Also, leave a comment down below on this video and let me know. Are you struggling? Are you procrastinating? Are you doing any of the things that I said? And what are you going to do to fix it? I would love to read your responses. Bye, you guys.